The Raven also is one of our longest standing Ravens around here, so it's definitely going to be a very interesting match between the two of them.
You're not kidding. Okay, so this is going to be LSP versus Sigma. Let's see how these two approach this matchup.
Right. So you're going to see a lot of, both of them are going to be trying to get knockdowns, but Coom's Oki has kind of stayed intact in 2.1. Raven, on the other hand, his Oki has been nerfed a little severely in this latest patch, so his knockdowns aren't going to be as pivotal, but he will still be able to do safe glide setups and whatnot.
The corner carry from Raven, very intense there. You saw he was pushed all the way into his own corner.
Yes.
But from basically one block string, he was able to push Coom all the way across the stage, taking him on a trip. And now we see that Raven has a significant life lead here.
Right.
We'll see if he can close out this round and go into the next round with a lead.
Yeah, coast-to-coast corner carry is definitely something you're going to be seeing a lot from Ravens. With his glide and his very fast dash when he starts moving, he can actually, if he has 50 meter, he can just push you completely from one corner all the way to the other, easily.
Which is quite a good advantage to have in a game where corner pressure is so important.
Right.
You can certainly tack on a lot of damage just by holding your opponent in the corner. Of course,
the Blitz Wars here.
Yeah, look at that. Raven will manage to find an opening though and take the first round.
Yeah, that was it was interesting. So Sigma hit the first blitz, and then LSP tried to blitz back in response, but Sigma kind of read the timing and released his at a point where he would not get blitzed back. So
look at that. Oh, those hits were so powerful. Like, look at how much health is now not existing.
Yeah.
Like look how much health is taken from Raven just from, two simple combos, really.
And Raven does have lower than average health.
He's pretty squishy, yeah.
A little squishy. He has lots of guts, so at low health is when it'll be hard to kill him. But starting out, he will be taking a lot of damage early on.
He is mounting a bit of a comeback here, though.
He has some excitement. If you look in the lower right corner of the screen, you see this face. And that face is Raven's excitement meter. As it fills up, his hits become more powerful, and his specials, their effects change.
Well, I mean, he's certainly making me excited. Again, we have this situation where, Coom's sort of answering back with his own sort of block push strings to get him out of that bad corner situation. But we see, if you give Raven just a little bit, just a little bit of leeway, he will push you all the way to the corner, and that's, again, a terrible situation to be in. The YRC coming in from both players.
Trying to hold on to neutral. Lots of times you'll see one player YRC in response to the other, because YRC gives a very strong neutral advantage. So to kind of get that back, the other player will just YRC back, kind of even out the playing field. Ooh, gets him with the command grab.
I really like how Raven converts into hard knockdowns consistently after finding an opening. His Oki hasn't been incredibly effective. Like, he's not getting a lot off of Wake Up.
Like I said, this newest patch has actually kind of hurt his Oki game a lot. You'll notice that you haven't really seen him use his ball move a lot. He has a move where he throws a ball, and in the previous patch, he would just throw it right on top of you. But now it kind of goes up in the air, and it doesn't really do much. So Oki game is not going to be too spectacular from Raven anymore, but the combo and corner carry game is still going to be impressive.
And we've certainly seen that in this set. But actually, we've got Coom just jabbing it out to take that first game.
He definitely got the OTG combo to finish it out.
We saw a really, neutral-focused or spacing-focused game there between these two players. They were both playing a bit cautiously, only really going in when one of them found an opening. And maybe we'll see that carry on here. We're certainly seeing sort of staying closer to mid-range. We've got Coom sort of trying to break into Raven's zone, but then Raven just dancing barely outside of it.
And definitely, we're talking about favorable zones here. Raven prefers the long-range and mid-range zones, where his stretchy limbs can definitely set the pace. Coom is probably going to be stronger up close, where you have to basically play his mix-up game with his 6K, his 5H.
And it's very dangerous to play that game, because whenever Coom finds an opening, you're gonna eat a lot of damage.
You either take a lot of damage or you get a knockdown.
We got a danger time.
Oh.
And the super.
Our favorite mechanic, boys.
Yeah, all right. Let's see.
Every hit in danger time will be a mortal counter, which means plenty of time to hit confirm. Lots of damage.
Honestly, not, you know, the most spectacularly devastating danger time in the world, but Coom did manage to get a big chunk of health just from going for that, you know, 1,000-hand slap thing.
Ooh, Sigma dropped that combo. He went for scratch when it wouldn't work. You can't link two S into scratch. It's not a combo. If you notice the opponent is crouching, you can do 2S into 2H in this scratch, but he was not crouching. Okay, so LSP takes that first round.
And LSP like playing a lot more confidently now that it feels like he's sort of gotten a feel for how to fight this player, because you'll see his defensive you know, measures for dealing with options Raven has to beat him out.
Raven has told me that, sorry, not Raven, LSP has told me that he doesn't feel comfortable with the Raven matchup. And that's probably showed itself in the first game at least, but being a good player, he's adapted. Raven is a peculiar character sometimes. And he's using that move's invincibility to go through needles. That move is...
We got a big, well, yeah, you know, combo. He takes out of it, though.
Okay, uses up his burst. So now both characters do not have burst. Raven is kind of on his last legs, but Guts is going to keep him in there for, I would say, 2 more combos. All right, this combo is
the wake up on this is going to be pretty important. As long if Coom can, Coom manages to find an opening there, that would have been the end of the round. But the Blitz Guard actually enabling LSP to take the set.
Yeah, it was definitely a nail biter at the end, but.